Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to talk about a Seiza gun get-up front press. Gun get-ups denote an upper body structural position when training. We do a front press with either a mace or a club. We usually have our top hand at the level of our nose. We're going to rotate our elbow pits towards the sky, try to lock out our triceps, drive our shoulders away from our ears to squeeze our lat, wrap that around to fire our core. We train gun get-ups because they are part of leaning our general athletic training towards martial practices for the modern world. If you train modern martial arts, and everybody should, some type of self-defense, especially as the world becomes increasingly less stable, we would like to use our athletic preparation to help us develop the structural skills to practice some type of martial art later. You do not need to practice a martial art in order to benefit from these drills. These drills will make your core stronger just by doing them, which will have athletic carryover to absolutely everybody's life. Oftentimes we teach these gun get-up series to actors in Hollywood because it helps people look good on camera when they are holding weapons for scenes. But everybody can benefit from doing these series regardless of age, regardless of sport. Gun get-ups can either be trained from the top down, which is actually a get down, or from the bottom up, which is a get up. We will practice doing our gun press or our gun flavored front press from every position that we might use to get up or down without putting our hands on the ground. The position we are going to use today is Seiza. You should be lower than me. I've had a bunch of knee surgeries. You should be able to sit all the way down on your heels, toes pointed together, heels out, sit all the way down. Do not lift your rib cage up, drive your rib cage back, pull your belly button towards your spine, and try to make a C shape with your core. Starting from our order position, arm at 90-degree angle, elbow on the body, two hands on the mace, sit back as far as you can, front press straight out in front. Hand is level with the height of our nose, pull our elbows back until our elbows touch our body, press straight out, lock out the triceps, drive the shoulders away from the ears, squeeze the lats, have the lats wrap around to pull the belly button towards the spine. Elbows back, front press out, elbows back, front press out, elbows back, front press out. When you set the weight down, flip it all the way over, set it down with good technique. You should, of course, do this with both hands high, both your right hand high and your left hand high, because we are trying to make sure we're developing symmetry in our shoulders. If you were to practice this just with one hand high all the time, you would end up with one high shoulder, which is not the goal. We are not trying to build imbalances. We are trying to take imbalances away from the body. Imbalances cause injury and pain if they go on long enough or if they're pushed far enough. On the previous set, we did it with our right hand high. Now we are going to do it with our left hand high. Get our weight up in front of us, left hand on top, right hand on the bottom. Sit down on your heels as hard as you can. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Elbows on the body. Front press out. Lock out. Lean slightly forward with your body. Pull your elbows back in. Press out. Keep your rib cage down. We do not want to have our rib cage lift in this position. It's going to cause us distress later on. Drive your rib cage down, pull your belly button towards your spine, elbows all the way in. Shoulders down away from the ear in the order position. Press out, lock out, fire the lats, elbows in. Press out, pull it in. When you're done, flip the mace all the way over and set it all the way down. There are a series of these positions that we are going to work through. This one is called Seiza, or low kneeling. This would replicate coming up to a barricade and being in a specific position and shooting around cover or something else. We are going to practice our gun presses and then link them together to create gun get-ups over a series of videos. If you go to a modern defensive pistol class of some type, you will find all of these positions in the class. It might not be in level 1, but you will eventually find these positions in level 2 or level 3. When we train gun get-ups, we train static positions first, static positions for the legs, and then we work on the press, and then eventually we will connect the press into moving positions. We kind of joke that these are called like rifleman's Pilates because they share a lot of the same activation cues as you would with Pilates, but just position specific to martial arts or to modern defensive weapons training. For the most part, you're going to use light weights to accomplish this task because we are more concerned with our structural position than we are with big weights. Any weight that you use that is a mace or a club will probably be at least 5 times heavier than a modern weapon. Think about a modern pistol being in the 1 to 2 pound range, generally and roughly, but think about a mace or a club being in the 10 to 15 pound range. So we are building much more structure than we need in order to accomplish the task, so that when we're doing it under stress later on, whether it be in competition or in self-defense training, that our position is strong enough to maintain us through the action.